Introducing the new Onga ginger, onion and garlic powder seasoning. Now you can give your fish, chicken and beef the unique taste all in just one sachet. Onga. Onga, Mama's helping hand.
I was sitting on the corner, babe. You were sitting in another corner, sitting at a table for two. Oh yeah, babe. Oh yeah, baby. Waiting upon your heart, babe. Champagne, 2 glasses from nobody but you. Oh yeah, babe. Oh yeah, babe. Oh yeah, babe. So I felt a whisper.
So you whisper.
So the way to whisper, and I told you we're talking about me, oh baby. Oh babe, oh babe, can I pour your wine? Oh babe, I had a whisper of my name, but my name, did you call my name? Hey, say baby, did you call my name? Oh babe, can I pour your wine? Oh babe, I had a whisper of my name, a whisper of my name. Did you call my name? Did you call my name? Did you call me? Leaning forward towards to your head, I can sense the stimulating fragrance of your hair. My feelings tell me it's all good to take my place in front of you. Ooh yeah, babe. Ooh, yeah, I said to myself, I knew right from the start. Baby, until suddenly I had a difference from beyond. Baby, I'm sorry that I took so
long. Welcome to Ongacious, your #1 lifestyle magazine show for the whole family. Brought to you by the season of Niger, Onga, Mama's helping hand. Nothing that you want that you can't get on Ongacious. We have so many amazing segments. This show is specially designed for your maximum viewing pleasure. And you know, we're starting with our workouts today. Umi, you have been posting me and it's not fair. We'll get there, it's not fair. Okay, let's see if this is doable for me or not. You promised me last week that you were going to come and you did not come. Next week. Wow. Okay, let's see what we did. We did standing toe touching sha.
Today we are doing body weight exercises. On today's episode we'll be doing standing toe touches. Standing toe touches works basically for your abs, your rectal abdominals, which is the muscle responsible for the six-pack. Here's what it looks like. Arms up, opposite arm for opposite leg, okay? And 4. To spice it up today, we'll be doing a little dance move called block the punch. This way, this way, this way, this way. We'll do on 4 counts. Standing toe touches. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring it back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3. 2 more sets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring it back. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, take a break. Okay, so let me quickly explain. The reason for this combination is so that you get to work on your abs at the same time, get a little cardio into your routine. So you get your heart rate pumping while you work on your abs at the same time, and your arms and your legs. All right, let's go. Bring it back. Second set, standing toe touches. This time, start with your right foot. Okay, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 more sets. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. So today we have done 2 sets of each routine, but on your own you can do more if you are able to, if you are capable, if you think you can do more sets. You can do 10 reps in 2-3 sets. You can do 10 counts. You can just shuffle it up, find what works for you, and keep giving it a try. Don't stop, don't quit, keep pushing. Thank you, and I'll see you on the next episode.
One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2.
So is it here
3,
you want to be doing your
4.
So I can't do it in this lovely outfit.
I'm already sweating.
Ask call. Next week I won't beg you again if you like.
While we're arguing this out, Ongacious will be right back.
Introducing the new Onga ginger, onion, and garlic powder seasoning. Now you can give your fish, chicken, and beef the unique taste all in just one sachet.
Onga, Mama's helping hand.
Welcome back, and if you're just tuning in, you're watching Ongacious. It's time for our health focus today, and we're going to be talking about childhood obesity. We have an expert, a pediatric endocrinologist, to talk to us about this issue. Let's welcome her. Her name is Dr. Ronke Akinola. Hello, Dr. Ronke. It's nice to have you on the show again.
Hello, Miyan Gyeda. Thank you for having me.
So what is obesity first?
Obesity, simply put, is described as a state of having an excess body mass. Anybody who has a body mass index between 25 and 30 is said to be overweight, while those who have body mass index more than 30 are said to be obese.
Okay, and what is childhood obesity?
Childhood obesity is also a state of having an increased body mass. But in the case of children, the increased body mass has to do with the age. So in other words, it's having an increased body mass for the age. And many times we need to plot charts to be able to say a child is obese.
So can childhood obesity track into adulthood?
Yes, most of adult obesity has its origins in childhood. In other words, most adults who are obese started being obese right from childhood. So we can look at childhood obesity as being a chronic thing because it tracks into adulthood.
So how can childhood obesity be prevented?
In the prevention of obesity in children, and indeed for anyone, we talk about lifestyle modification, putting a number of systems in place. These systems include dietary modification, so the diet will have to be modified. Dietary modification includes things like doing away with high-calorie diets and inculcating more fruits, vegetables, and foods that have fiber in them. Doing away with pastry because they also contain a lot of calories in terms of energy-giving food and indeed fats, which at this point you agree are not needed, and substituting it with a balanced diet. Another prong in lifestyle modification is exercise or activity. And so we recommend that indeed all children, not just those who are obese, should be active for about 30 to 1 hour every day. And in order to help this activity, we also need to reduce the screen time, because when children watch screens, television, iPads, and the other phones, gadgets generally, when they do that for a long time in a day, they are sitting down, they're not doing anything, so they are not active in the process. So we'll need to engage them, letting them play outdoor, and the school can help with this, making playtimes compulsory every day in school for all children.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ronke. It's been a pleasure talking.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure to be here.
All right. That topic she spoke about is something that's on the rise these days, and that's been attributed to the fact that children don't play outdoors as much as they used to. These days, most children prefer to stay indoors and play video games, watch TV, watch YouTube, instead of, physical activity. And of course, people are eating better now. People are more educated about food. And then would you say they're eating better? They're eating a bit more of processed or junk food. So the combination of the eating habits and the physical inactivity is what is driving, the rise in childhood obesity.
Well, you get the issue now in the world that we live in. We don't have time to actually, I know so many working moms and dads in a family, and there's just no time. I know it's unfortunate, but the lack of time is just glaring right there. You don't have time to sit down and cook a proper meal for the family. So you end up in the restaurants, you end up, in the aisles in the shopping malls where the canned food is already there, the packaged whatever is already there.
Foods,
the quick fixes,
which are not exactly the healthiest.
So what's the way out?
Well, I guess a bit more practical solutions, like I always tell people that it's not so difficult in some cases to make healthier food. It's just more about portions. So for instance, you want to make the noodles, instead of just noodles, just make sure that you add carrots or green beans and make that a substantial amount of the meal. Some of these things are readily available. Just chop them up and boil them or steam them along with what you're cooking. And that's just one simple way to do that. And then sorry to cut you, drive children out to play more outside as well, if possible, rather than indoors all the time. Even
so you can get some peace in the house.
That's true, but encouraging kids to play outside and then make sure that in their school, they are actively involved in physical education. There are some schools that don't have space and it's not proper for children to be able to play. A good children's school should be able to have a field where children can play, because it's very important for their growth and their proper development.
So lastly, before we go on break, are there supplements that help for kids?
It's not encouraged for children.
All right.
Because most supplements have various side effects, and you don't want, most things that have side effects are pronounced in children. So you don't want to give children supplements that will then give them other health issues.
Wow, thank you so much for that. Ongacious will be right back.
Introducing the new Onga ginger, onion, and garlic powder seasoning. Now you can give your fish, chicken, and beef the unique taste, all in just one sachet.
Onga, Mama's helping hand.
Welcome back. You're still watching Ongacious. This is Mrs. Atinuke Odukoya. You're welcome, ma'am.
Thank
Here
you.
to discuss.
Welcome. Thank you.
Here to discuss the role of a father in a family. You're welcome once again.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Yes, so let's start by defining what a father is really.
All right. So generally, who do we see a father to be? That's the male parent in the home. That's the dictionary definition. And normally you'd look at a biological father. That's the father that gave birth to a child. But then there's several kinds of fathers. There's a surrogate father. There's a stepfather. All right. And then there's a father that just fills the gap. All right, so it doesn't have to be that you gave birth to that child to be the father. You can stand in gap for that. And several people can be that, role models, pastors in church, leaders in other religions. Even some people, adopt a child at work. So this person, young person, works with you, and then you stand in gap for the father. But generally, it's the male figure in any home. That's who the father is.
So, in essence, there's a difference between just a man or a biological father and a real father.
Okay,
so what are the things that makes a man a father?
Okay, what makes a man a father? Well, so any young man that impregnates a woman and has a baby is a father. If you look at the dictionary. But, like I was explaining, any man that takes up a child, young adolescent, young adults, baby, infants, teenagers, and begins to raise that child, begins to, help that child to develop values, begins to train and put the child according to a particular path, is a father.
Okay. So what can be said to be the responsibilities of a father in a family?
Okay, like I said, when you look at that father, that one that said you, that one that brought life, the main responsibility that I see is that you set the child's path. You set the feet of that child in the path that the child should go. In other words, you're not just the provider in the home, you're the role model. You're the director, producer, CEO, director, chief executive. So aside from paying school fees, providing house rent, which anybody really can do, because we have single parent homes where the father isn't there for some reason, death, for whatever reasons, and those things get done. Much more, and the most important of it, is actually setting a child on the path through which that child will go. The father is that one that gives you the confidence, that makes you bold enough, that supports your mother to help you to be who you are created to be.
Now that you brought up the female part of the equation, I want to know, can the role, can it be reversed?
Not reversed, but complementary. Actually, the role is complementary. The role is complementary. In this generation where for some men, it's really difficult. Loss of job, business isn't doing too well, you're not making as much money as you can make. If the woman in the home makes money, earns an income, reasonable income, she ordinarily should and can support in that kind of situation. In some situations, you have situations in life where maybe sometimes that man is dead. Obviously, the mother would take charge, but the roles are not reversed, but the roles are complementary, if I may use that word here.
Okay, so how important is a father or the father in the home?
The father figure is an extremely important role. It's a space that, it's a difficult space when it's left open, when there's a gap for children. I talked about value system, and if we look at our society at large, most of the time you hear people saying that the father has left the space and therefore the children have gone astray. Usually what happens in an ideal home is that when you don't have both parents playing their part effectively, what happens most of the time is that children just tend to go haywire, all scattered everywhere, because they don't see that role model, if I can use that word, that person that tells you you're the best even when you're struggling, that person that keeps saying to you, you can do it. Okay, so basically when the father isn't available, it's so easy, especially male children, who It's so easy for your mommy to say, come, hey, Emeka, I've been calling you, Shegun, you're not listening. Dayo, what's wrong with you? John, you will not listen. When daddy shows up, without saying anything, everybody sits up. There's that fear, there's that reverence for the father in the home. In actual fact, I say to myself all the time that you can't put it on a scale and say who is more important, father or mother, really. You can't put it on a scale. It's a complementary support system that is required for a good society and to build value system within the different homes. So that's how important the father is to the home.
This is, I think, a discussion that is going to take longer than necessary for us because there are questions just wanting to push through, and I need to take us to break. So when we go to break, we're going to continue secretly, and it will be between you and I whether or not we should continue on camera or not. Deal? Deal. Ongacious will be right back.
Introducing the new Onga ginger, onion, and garlic powder seasoning. Now you can give your fish, chicken, and beef the unique taste all in just one sachet.
Onga, Mama's helping hand.
Welcome back to Ongacious. I hope you've been enjoying the show so far. And right now we're about to meet our guest cook for the week. Her name is Jamila.
Yeah.
Yes?
Jamila Sule.
Jamila Sule. It's
Yeah.
a pleasure to meet you and to have you on the show. Let's welcome Jamila, please. Wow, you look very beautiful, by the way, Jamila.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow. So, can we, know a little bit more about you? Obviously, you must be a very good cook for you to have been selected to be on the Ongacious show.
Definitely. I'm a food vendor. I have a small restaurant.
Oh, nice.
We are running it with my 2 siblings, and we are doing very, very good.
Oh, that's nice. So that's your full-time work?
Yeah, yes, of course.
Okay. And we, by the way, in the Ongacious studio, we love food, and we are very happy when we meet our guest cook because it means that in a couple of minutes we will be eating some delicious delicacy from some part of Nigeria, which we don't want to reveal yet. But we also have with us all the time a special guest, a celebrity guest, who may be someone that you know and who you really like. So let's, meet the person. Are you ready to meet our special guest for today?
Yeah,
okay, so ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our celebrity guest for the week.
Baby girl, you enter my eye, you they blind me like sun rays. And your love is overflowing, telling me what more can I say? So deeply, you the only one that gets me completely. 24/7, girl, I feel you Monday to Sunday. Like penny like mine, make me the fly, are they happy, are they proud? Girl, I can never have it any other way, and that's the reason why we are the same. I'm officially blind. I'm officially blind.
Wow. You see the way Jamila screamed when she saw you.
Oh! I was very surprised.
She was like, oh!
I didn't expect that.
Well, we told you.
Yeah.
I always imagine myself at the right time. Then you will see me. If you call my name, you will see me definitely. Yes.
Wow, it's a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome to the Ongacious studio.
Ongacious.
That's a very good spelling. Let me spell it again. Ongacious. That's all.
We have a research team here at the Ongacious studio, and they took a trip somewhere. If you'd like to take a look at our screen over there.
Dutse, the capital of Jigawa, is the largest city in the state with a population of about 153,000 people. The large deposits of igneous rocks spread across the city brought about the name Dutse.
All the places were surrounded by rock, and the rock in Hausa is called Dutse. That's why the place is called Dutse.
Dutse has witnessed transition in its traditional rule from the Habe chiefs to modern-day emirs.
The first chief of Dutse here is Mokuzi. After him then Ada. Next to him is Soham Mutum. After Soham Mutum, then Natata. After Natata, then Gwajabu. There are 5 in number Habe chiefs.
A tour round the emir's palace gives a deep insight into the culture and history of the people. Their fashion style is largely influenced by religion. Filled with vibrant festivals, the city brings people from both far and near during their festive periods. The Salah Gani, also known as the Durbar Festival, takes place during Salah celebrations, and it's the main festival of the people.
Durbar means to ride a horse, imitating where the emir can sit on the horse. 27 district heads with their own members, making 50, to be at his back so that they all ride a horse.
An agrarian society that produces maize, millet, rice, sesame, cowpea, groundnut, tomato, and sugarcane, among others. Livestock is also an important aspect driving the economy. Miyan Kuka is the soup served by the people of Dutse.
The main food that's being enjoyed in this is tuwandawa and miyan kuka.
Dutse indigents are also blessed with fine hands that are used for creating artworks. The Dutse Museum showcases collections of their beautiful works, which include weaved raffia, pottery items, drums, wood carvings, metal gongs. The Federal University Dutse and Jigawa State Polytechnic are tertiary institutions located in Dutse. University of Dutse Teaching Hospital and General Hospital Dutse, among others, cater for the health of the locals. With spectacular rocks and a beautiful city view, Dutse is definitely the place to be.
This is my state.
Oh.
Yes.
It's my state.
It's your state too.
Yeah.
Yes, we didn't
No,
want
it's
to
not your
reveal
state,
it.
it's our state. I'm sorry.
Our,
So it's our state.
exactly.
Sorry, your state.
In our country.
In our
Exactly.
country, yeah.
There you go. I was wondering, the drums. Was there any significance to what the gentleman was doing in the...
Well, yeah, when you talk about cultures, especially in the northern part of the country, especially the side of, let me use this word, the northwest, that is which comprises Kano, Katsina, Jigawa, Sokoto, Kebbi, and Zamfara.
Yes.
They have a particular drum that they used to beat when a king is coming. That's the area is coming.
When the king is coming?
It's coming
okay,
out, yeah.
okay.
It is something like, it is so special that you cannot beat it till the time of Tabaharine king, the king, or during the Salah Daba shoot.
Wow, so we would like you to meet Jamila, who is one of your fans.
Hello, gentle lady.
She almost jumped out of the, off the chair when you came in, when she saw you. But you want to tell us what you're going to make for Gidado today?
I think it's Miyan Gyeda.
Miyan Gyeda.
Yes.
And
I hope you know that. Miyan Gyeda.
Yes, of course. Since I was young.
Okay.
Yes.
Miyan Gyeda and tuwon shinkafa.
Ooh.
Where is it, please?
No. Wait now.
You're going to help her cook it in the
I
kitchen.
cannot offend my grandfather. I cannot offend him. He said whenever there is food, try to go there. Where is it, please?
Just wait.
Okay.
We'll be going very soon.
Okay.
I don't think we should waste any more time.
Yeah.
Well, while we're getting situated in the kitchen, Ongacious will be right back.
Filmmaking, the new Onga ginger, onion, and garlic powder seasoning. Now you can give your fish, chicken, and beef the unique taste, all in just one sachet.
Onga, Mama's helping hand.
Welcome back. We are standing in the Ongacious kitchen with Mallam Gidigo and our lovely Jamila, and we're going to cook
Miyan Gyeda.
Miyan Gyeda. So, could you take us through the ingredients, please?
Okay. When you are preparing Miyan Gyeda, you have to get your onion spring.
Okay, spring onion.
Spring onion.
In Hausa, I think that's called
lawashi.
Ganyen albasa mana.
Ke albasa mai lawashi in ta sha onga wannan zaki za ta yi.
Okay, before you begin arguing, so spring onion, next
spinach.
Okay, spinach, aleyahu.
These are locust beans.
Okay, this is dadawa. Okay, this is how we use it.
We grind it.
There you go. Okay, this is iru. Yoruba.
Okay.
Yes. What else?
Then we have the granules.
Okay, we have our granules. This is raw. So how are we going to process it for the soup?
We are going to grind it.
We're going to ground it. Do we need to soak this now?
Two ways. You can paste it.
Okay.
After you wash it.
Yes.
But you can grind it.
Or you can ground it. Yeah. So we're pounding today.
You pound it with mortar.
That's your job today. If not, you're not eating.
No, give me. I will do it. As long as if I'm eating.
No problem.
The problem is to tell me that I'm not going to eat.
What's next on the ingredient list?
We have meat.
Okay, we have our beef.
Yes. We have fish.
Dry fish. Okay.
We have pepper.
Okay.
Atarugu. Atarugu. Fresh one.
Okay.
We have tomato.
Fresh tomatoes?
Yeah, fresh tomatoes.
Can I take one?
They keep it.
Okay.
We have onions.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right then.
So
what else have we got?
We have palm oil.
Manja.
Okay, we have groundnut oil.
Miyan Gyeda.
I will have Ongacious.
Yes.
Jamila, maybe we should leave the kitchen for Mallam Gidigo.
Please do. Let me finish everything.
Okay, so which pot would you like to use?
I think
the big size.
It's too big now. It's too big. We are using this.
The small one?
Yeah, it's okay. I think it's okay.
No, this one is only for me. Yes.
No problem.
Yes,
no problem.
only me.
Okay.
No, it's true now.
Okay, so what goes into the pot first?
We are going to start with washing our beef first. But before that, we have to wash our hands first.
There you go.
Yeah. Come.
So if I wash my hand, is it ready?
It's fried.
Okay.
Mallam Gidigo, in the Ongacious kitchen, we're all about hygiene.
That's the name of my grandmother.
Hygiene.
Then wash your hand.
Okay.
There we go.
My problem is not to wash it, but it can be dry before I start eating. That is my only problem.
I'm giving you a lot of work today. So you better be ready.
Then if I'm feeling hungry, if I'm not satisfied, definitely I can
Don't worry, you eat later now.
Let me wash my hands too.
Okay.
Is it ready?
In 2 minutes.
You're not even smiling. If I ask you, smile and give me an answer. But I said, is it ready? Tell me no. But you are
because the food is not ready.
Okay.
You will laugh after, don't worry.
Let me start laughing in advance.
Can I help you wash the beef now?
Okay, thank you very much. So the next thing, we are going to wash our tomato, fresh tomato.
You know what I think we should do? We should make him wash the tomatoes.
Hey.
Thank you, my sister.
Give me, give me soap. Let me start doing
no soap.
No soap.
So while he's washing the tomatoes, what do you want us to do with the beef?
Oh, thank you very much.
She said she does not like taking him out because he behaves like he's from the village.
Excuse me, why are you always mistaking yourself? I'm a real qualified village man.
So congratulations.
Thank you positively.
So we have water in our beef. What's the first thing you want to put into the pot?
Salt, small salt.
What else?
Onions.
Okay. We need to chop that up first. There you go. Would you like me to chop that for you?
Yeah, thank you very much. Just put a small amount of the salt. I think it's okay.
Who told you? Pardon me. Excuse me, I didn't even know why you do. Even salt you put small. Then when serving you give me small again.
Are we eating only the salt?
That is your problem.
What do you want us to do with the tomatoes when we're done?
We'll blend it.
Okay, and then
together with
the pepper.
Yes.
Okay,
all
so
together, a small part of the onion.
Okay, so the onion is going into the beef now.
Some.
I was wondering, will we be using the beef stock for the soup?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so when I'm done cutting the onions, what else would you want us to do for you?
Is to wash the spinach.
Okay,
and then cut it.
Okay.
Am I to wash it?
Yes, sir. We don't mind.
Okay, let me wash it.
Okay.
Is it a wash? Thank you very much.
Do you need me to put this into the pot for you?
Yes, thank you so much.
So we have onions, we have salt, the
salt.
beef.
Yes.
What else do you want to put into the pot?
We have, I think it's for now, that's all.
Okay, good. So let's put some heat.
Then cook it
Please, can you
for
help
some
me?
minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, let me help you.
Thank you very much. As if you know that I'm tired. Thank you very much. You don't know that I don't want excess work.
You don't want excess work,
I hate excess work. The only work that I'm very good is eating. I don't mind. I can take 2 hours eating.
So I learned that you're a film director.
Well, of course, but a learner.
A learner?
A learner.
So you haven't directed anything yet?
Well, I directed so many movies.
You're not learning then?
Then I'm learning. This is what can I call it? This is a global world. The film always metamorphoses into other things.
Okay.
In some films, definitely, certain things have to be created. Okay. Some softwares, other things.
Definitely.
It's not about the kind of films that we usually do. Something I can call it a talking heads. I'm sorry to use this word. But whenever you talk about creativity, that is an art of creativity. But I don't believe that a film is an entertainment industry. It is a show business. It is a business. And for people who means business.
But show business is entertaining people.
Yes, of course. But we can entertain you, then you can make business with you. That is all.
Jamila, what else do you need us to do for you?
I think to wash this.
Okay.
Pepe.
Okay.
Can I wash some for you?
Yes, please go ahead.
But I wash this one.
Wash it again.
Huh?
Wash it again.
There you go. Follow instructions. So, what are some of the movies you've done?
Well, I did some movies. And I think I made a movie that was screened in Hollywood.
That's lovely.
And another one was screened in the University of New Orleans.
Interesting.
And, also, one of the movies was screened at American. Then I directed another movie. That's Patana. Patana is a movie on stigmatization of HIV and AIDS. Okay. And sponsored by BBC World Service Post and also DFID. I directed some movies. And also I did some of the affairs that has been taken all over the world.
Off the top of your head, how many movies have you directed?
Not much, not more than 7 years. In the 20 years.
I think that's an achievement. I don't know about you. So we will pound the groundnuts, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's my job.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry, sir. It's your job. Go ahead. Would you like to do it over here?
Can do it?
Yes. But how can?
Okay, so we need to chop this one.
Yeah.
So while we're cutting and chopping our vegetable and Mallam Gidigo is pounding our groundnuts, I'm going to check in on Folake with the audience. What's happening now?
Hi, Umi. We're having fun watching you guys laughing. You are so entertaining right now.
He's a hoot.
Yes, Mallam Gidigo is cracking us up here right now.
Let me clap for myself.
Yes, so we have a few people in the audience who have questions.
Okay, we have a few questions.
They'd like to ask you, sir.
Why did you really venture into filmmaking instead of doing something else?
Let's take Nollywood. Let's take the population of it. the entire country, about 180, about 160 million. Then we have another West African countries that they do watch our movies. So let's put it this way, we have at least about 120 million target viewers across Africa. And you can venture up to 100 million for that. And also you can sell, whenever we have enough cinemas and make right films, definitely you can get billions out of it. Don't even start thinking that I want to be an actor, I want to be a director. I have that feeling. It's like, if you don't have a business mind in filmmaking, you are sorry. That's it.
Okay, let's take another question.
So my question is, how can someone make it in filmmaking?
If you want to be a filmmaker, and how you can be a filmmaker, you are already a filmmaker, unless if you want to act as a filmmaker. That's all. There are so many channels in filmmaking. In filmmaking, which side do you want to take? Do you want to be a technical personnel? Do you want to be a set designer? Do you want to be an artist? Do you want whatever you want? Just have a mindset and just put it in your mind that I want to be a filmmaker, then I want to be a filmmaker. That's all. The door is open. There are still 1,001 companies in filmmaking. Here, you should have to display your talent. It's not about, oh, I want to be so. It's all about, I will be so. That is it. Thank you very much.
Very sound advice. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam.
How's it going with the food?
Good morning.
We just finished chopping the spring onions, the spinach. We've pounded our groundnuts, and now we're about to get into the pot.
Nice.
Excuse me, I'm taking my credit. I found the ground.
I haven't seen you use our special seasoning and spice.
Just
what are
wait.
you guys? Why are you?
I cannot do without Onga. I'm coming to that.
We were wondering because we haven't yet been hit by the the aroma that we are so
Just
used
wait.
to.
Just a minute.
So what she's adding into the boiling beef right now, because the beef is almost done, is palm oil. Go ahead, please. Okay, so what else do you want to put in there?
I think it's the fish. Well done.
Thank you very much.
So I'll now.
Next we're putting in the fish. Together with the beef and palm oil and the beef stock. Okay. Let me help you with that.
Thank you.
So what goes in next?
Then we are going to straight with the fresh pepper, fresh tomato and onions.
Okay.
Nice.
All of them.
All.
I'm still not feeling this soup.
Give it a minute. It smells really nice right now.
Yes.
But not as nice as we want it.
Yes, it would have been.
Don't worry. Just exercise.
Salivating here by now.
So what are we putting into the pot?
Is the dawa.
So the dawa is going in next.
Spoon.
Just a minute.
Okay.
There we go. You know, there's a belief that the more the dawa you have in a soup, the sweeter it is.
Of course.
In my own case, I put 1.5.
Okay. So what else do you want after that?
I'm going back to Ongacious.
Okay,
Yeah.
there we go.
Aha! Now we are talking.
Now we're talking.
What am I going to do for you?
Look at it.
What am I going to
I
do?
wish you could see it.
I'll come and pick now.
You can come and hand her the ingredients and I'll step away.
Okay.
Yes, let me give you the ingredients.
Thank you very much. What am I
So far we have the beef stock with the beef. We put in palm oil, we put in our dried fish. And then after that, she put in the onions, chopped peppers, and chopped tomatoes.
Right.
I'm using Onga Classic.
So now she's about to start seasoning.
Ginger, onion, and garlic.
Okay.
Where is the chicken?
You'll be surprised, it's starting to thicken already, and we haven't even put in the major ingredient that would actually bring the soup together, the groundnuts.
Cool.
So she's putting in Onga Classic. That's ginger and garlic,
Yes.
right? Okay. And then how many Onga cubes are you using?
5.
5?
It depends.
Wow.
Yeah.
Somebody wanted
She's
to ask me
talking
a
my
question.
language.
Somebody wanted to ask me a question. She has been raising her hand. Yeah.
I said, despite the odds, ups and downs, the challenges, What has kept you going? What's that thing that has really kept you high, despite when you are down? What's that thing that still encourages you, that still keeps you moving to now?
Well, one thing is, in every business there is risk. In every business there is risk. If you cannot assess the risk of your business, then you're in trouble. You have to quantify between two things. What if is very important in the business of filmmaking. And what if stands on risk. Then 4 whys always goes there. What if I do this, I can get this? What if I do this, I couldn't get this? So I will keep trying till I get what I want. Thank you very much.
So while Mallam Gidigo was educating you, we just put in our pounded groundnuts into the soup.
Excuse me, this one is very... Yes, okay, take 3. Thank you very much.
You have 3.
Very well. Again?
Okay, while Mallam Gidigo is trying harder to please our kitchen goddess, we are going to go on a break. Ongacious will be right back.
Introducing the new Onga ginger, onion and garlic powder seasoning. Now you can give your fish, chicken and beef the unique taste all in just 1 sachet.
Onga, Mama's helping hand.
Welcome back. I am in the Ongacious kitchen with Mallam Gidigo and the lovely Jamila Sule. While we were on break, everything else went into the pot. So first of all, what we did was we put our beef to boil, formed a stock, which we only put salt into, and then the onions. And then the next thing we put in was our palm oil, and then we put in our fish, and then our groundnuts, the one we grounded, the one Mallam Gidigo XYZ grounded.
Exactly.
Thank you very much.
And then we put in our chopped tomatoes, pepper and onions again. Okay, and then after that had cooked down, because I noticed it was becoming thick. That was when we now put in the spring onions and the spinach. Well,
You are forgetting something. Which is one of the most important things. After Ongacious, the next thing is Daudawa.
Oh, there we go.
That's wonderful.
So he didn't even forget.
Yes,
we put a lavish amount of dadawa into our soup.
Yes.
So while we're allowing this thing to simmer, there's something I've been wanting to ask you. You like music?
Oh yes.
What kind?
Whenever you said music, it's a simple language. Music. But I hate music that cannot be music. I love music that is good as music. So music, please play music for me. Let me play. Music. Come on.
Huh. Come on. A 1. A 2. A 3. You can come for me. Kill somebody. You want make a career. I'm over that you want. Come on. Yes. Hey, baby. Come on. You don't want to relate. On the brigade, baby. Sawa, lady, sound. Hey. I'm in love, I'm in love, I say I'm in love, baby, let me cover you when you stand up on you. Oh, na. Huh? Uncle, stop touching. I go touch. I will. I 2. I 3. Somebody, you want to make a company, you want it on the
During Olympic, 1990 that.
1990 that.
That, yes, 1990 that, before. That was 1990 before.
Okay.
Oh,
I won gold medal in dancing.
In 1990 that.
That is 1990 before now. Now you say that I'm lying. I'm not lying. Have ever one of you have ever seen a dance like mine?
On that note, I will ask our lovely kitchen goddess if I can turn off the heat on our stew.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, good to go.
I'm blocking the aroma to not be moving away from it.
So you can't stop it from getting to the audience, so.
You mean it? So as you are all looking at me, you think I will give you my food? I can give you food, but I cannot give you the one that is made with Ongacious. It's not that she that is very good in cooking. It's the cooking that cooking itself with Ongacious.
Thank you very much.
When Ongacious returns, we will be sitting down at the table. See you in a few minutes.
Introducing the new Onga ginger, onion, and garlic powder seasoning. Now you can give your fish, chicken, and beef the unique taste all in just one sachet.
Onga, Mama's helping hand.
Welcome back. You're still watching Ongacious, and trust me, it's been a Herculean task stopping Mr. Gidigo from digging in before we were. See, his hand is already poised.
Yes, of course now. What am I waiting for?
Okay, let me quickly do this. Welcome back. You're still watching Ongacious, and we're about to eat. Bismillah.
Water.
Babu, that ini?
Ongacious.
But if I may ask, are these tears of joy or?
Tears of sweetness.
Okay, tears of sweetness. Jamila, well done. It tastes amazing.
Thank you very much.
It's so nice.
Thank you.
So I wanted to ask you for like a, we have groundnuts, spring onions, spinach, fish, tomatoes, atarudo. Did I say onions?
Onions, yes.
Onions. And a fantastic array of Onga spices.
Yes.
But what are the nutritional benefits in one bowl with everything together?
Wow, with the array of ingredients that you just, listed out, it's definitely a very nutritious meal because it's like a complete meal. You have your proteins, that's the groundnuts, you have vegetables, which are rich in vitamins, you have oils, you use palm oil, right? So I can assure you that this is a very rich and nutritious meal.
Thank you.
So if you like the meal we cooked today and you would like to try it at home, we strongly encourage you to. You can post a video of you cooking Miyan Gyeda, peanut soup, at Onga Nigeria for Twitter and Facebook, and then at Onga_Nigeria for Instagram. And then don't forget to tag us, right? Mm-hmm. And then hashtag Ongacious. That's very important.
We have come to the end of another entertaining episode of Ongacious, and as you can see, our special guest, our celebrity guest, is really enjoying this meal. He had tears of what he called tears of sweetness. And that was brought to life by the natural seasoning in the Onga spice. I tell you. So all our foodies, join us again next week as we unravel another delicacy from somewhere in Nigeria. And all our Ongacious fans, thank you for watching, and don't forget to hang out with us next week, same time, same station. Good night.
I was sitting in the corner, babe. You were sitting at the corner, sitting at a table.